being a foundation model, the most important thing is our partnership with people around, with companies, so that we can create use cases for them, right? One of the biggest use cases is Bobble, which is a keyboard, which is one of the biggest keyboard or the largest keyboard that we have in India. Just to put some numbers on it, they have 30 million active users daily. So that means they have almost 100 million users on their platform, and they have 7 billion conversations happening in 1 month. Right? Now, how QX is helping them to get into the AI part of it using the keyboard. Now we all know that keyboard is the most important part of a mobile, where it does everything and anything that is to be asked on the handset. Also, there is a voice option, right? Now imagine that you want to write an email. You are using Gmail or using any other email client on your mobile. Currently what happens is you have to go on, if you are using any generative AI platform, what you have to do is you have to go back on that particular app, type the prompt, what kind of email that you want or what kind of conversation that you want to do, copy it and then paste it on your email client that you're doing. This is a long journey for a user. What if we can tell you that using the same keyboard, you can actually write the conversation in your app itself in few minutes and you're done. That's the kind of use cases that we want to do. That's one of the use cases. Another use case that I can tell you is, we all know Zomato, we all know Swiggy over here, we all order food every day. But any of you know how much calories do you consume every day if you order food from outside? Very few, right? Imagine that you're ordering food, you're done add to cart, and then you see in the keyboard itself, it says that these many calories that you're going to consume today. This is what kind of use cases that we want to create using the platform that we have created with Bobble as a keyboard. Another use case scenario is an institute, which is one of the well-known institute in culinary institutions in UAE. Students from various places actually come there, various languages come there. There are so many Michelin stars chefs that this institution has given to the world. Now their problem is the languages. There are people coming from across the globe to their institution, but their curriculum is only in English right now. So we are helping them to convert their curriculum in hundreds plus languages right now, and they will be able to use this to all the students that they have, right? That's one part of it. The next phase that we will do for them is, now when the recipe is been written in that particular curriculum that they have, how effective that recipe will be in different parts of the world. Now these chefs have been placed in different hotels across the globe. Let's say in India, you know how many types of pizzas are used in India? How many of you over here have gone to Italy and had a pizza and had pizza over here? Can I have hands, please? You see the difference in it, right? Very few, but you know the authentic pizza is very different than what we have in India, right? Is this taught to him in the culinary school? No. There's no way. They have been taught proper Italian pizza, how they have been made. That's the use case scenario. So when they're using the application, even in the today's world, if they are been, if the location is India or any other country, they can actually understand what kind of food that particular country prefers, and then they will start preparing the food accordingly to please their clients that they come on the restaurant, right? Let's go to the next use case scenario, which is Khalis Times. Again, one of the biggest media house in Dubai. Now, media has always been very close to me because if you look at Khalis Times right now, they are in English only. Now they want to convert themselves into different languages, right? So we are helping them as QX Lab AI to convert into different languages, translate into different languages by using one click, and it will be a real-time translation. It's not going to be that they will have to first translate and then post it over there. The moment they put it on their English version, it will be real-time translated on their other platforms that they want to launch. That's one part. I feel for editors because I understand the pain that they go through. I understand the articles that they write, how much time does it take, how much value that articles hold, right? But there is a time that they have a writer's block. They don't understand or they don't get ideas because they've been writing so long about everything that's happening in the world. AI can also give them ideas that what is happening in the world, what is trending in the world, and they can start writing according to their thought process that they have. That's another use case scenario for media that we have right now. Another use case scenario that I have is Wokhart Hospital, where we are already working with them to train their data sets within their own premises. Now, data is something which is very important for everybody now because thanks to AI, everybody has started understanding how important the data is. So this is all patient data. So we train it in their own premises, right? So the data doesn't come to us. We train it. We help them to create their own LLM, a small version of their own LLM in their premises, which helps the doctors to treat or helps the doctors to understand what exactly is happening with the patient. And even the patients, when they go back to their home, they can also take a second opinion using the Vocard app to understand what exactly the report means. Because half of the time in India, when you get a report, you don't understand what's written in the report. You go to one of your family friends who is a doctor, or you go to a family friend who has already had that particular disease or something, and then you understand what is happening. But what if we can give that something in the Vocard application itself, where they can just upload their documentation, and in a very layman language, the AI can understand what has happened to them and what it is that they can do that can help them to get cured sitting at their house or going to a doctor, right? And this happens in 100+ languages, imagine, right? So you don't need to know English, or you don't need to know that particular language to understand your own report. So yes, now that was for the user base that we want to create, and that's what the foundation model wants to do for various companies across. There is also a roadmap that QX Lab has created for itself to launch different products in the market, right, globally. One of them is Ask QX, which is already launched, as I mentioned, on the 2nd of Feb. Another platform that we want to launch is text to image, where we want the creativity of people to come out. Sometimes there are so many ways that you have something as an idea that you want this image to be like this supposed to be like this, but you cannot draw because everybody doesn't have that kind of gift to draw things or put things on paper. What if we can give this platform where you can put anything that you think right now in words in 100 different languages again, and you can have what is it that you want to create in a form of image right now. That's the next product that will come very soon this year. The third product, which I already discussed with you regarding the health product, right? So with Vocard, we're already doing it. We are also tying up with many other hospitals across the globe, where if you have an X-ray, if you have an MRI, if you have any other reports with you, you can actually upload that report on the platform, and you can ask very simple questions to it, and it will reply back to you in 100+ languages again. So this helps you to understand exactly what has happened to you. And obviously, it will not give you if the severity of the disease is so high, it will also tell you to please visit a doctor. It will give you all the information that is required to understand so that you don't get panic about it. And you can actually get the right answer and right doctors to go and approach and solve the problem that you have health-wise. Another product that we're launching is analyzing the documents that you have. Now, imagine there's so many documents that we want to go through. If there is a PhD student, or if there's a balance sheet for the startups, if there are investment firms, PE firms who wants to invest in startups, they get so many pitch decks every day. They can actually upload those pitch decks on this particular platform. We can customize it for everyone. Being a foundation level model, we can customize it as much as they want, and then they can ask questions from those PDF, and they can make a very informed decision that they want to do with that particular documentation. So yes, with that, thank you so much everybody for your time.